Hi guys, welcome back to Mysteries with Pippa. I hope you guys have had a lovely weekend and thank you so much for tuning back in. So for newcomers, if you don't know who I am, my name is Pippa and I do mysterious videos on anything unsolved. So all you guys have been expecting 3 videos this week and I was meant to upload one yesterday and I'm here to tell you the reason why I didn't. No, it's not because I'm lazy. No, it's not because I was busy. I did do all the research and I was meant to be doing it on the Ouija board, but weird things kept happening. Quite a few of you guys will already know about this because I did post it on Instagram, but some spooky things were happening. I could hear noises that could never be explained that I've never had before since I've lived in this house. I also had a glass smash and just really crazy stuff, and I didn't feel comfortable doing it. It didn't feel right, so I've decided to leave it for now. I mean, I had a subscriber story and everything to tell, my dad's own personal story to tell, the do's and don'ts of the Ouija board, but I don't feel comfortable. Something weird happened and I can't explain it. Please do excuse the hair, it's like a lion's mane. I can't control it in the summer, so I'm not even going to bother trying. And besides, you guys are here for the case, not to see how I look. We are here to do the case of the mysterious death of Olivia Mabel. So let's get into it. Olivia and Travis Mabel owned a 13-acre foot ranch in Salina, Texas. While Travis worked, Olivia was a stay-at-home mum to her 7-year-old son, Austin. On the 13th of March, 1990, their world had turned upside down when Aidan had been found dead on the property with his face first in a pond. He had accidentally drowned while playing. Olivia, in her grief, blamed herself and pushed everyone away from her, and a year after Austin had died, her and Travis got a divorce. Travis then moved to New England to start a new life, while Olivia remained in the 13-acre ranch home to still grieve for her son. Olivia remained alone and secluded, and she lost contact with all her relatives, all her family, all her friends, and even Travis. He wouldn't answer the door to relatives or any phone calls. He was completely alone. Then, on the 27th of February 1994, at approximately 9:30 p.m, police received a series of 911 calls. These calls were 3 years after anyone had spoken to Olivia, and it was coming from an unknown number. The operator described these 911 calls as eerily quiet and would last a couple of minutes before she heard a clicking sound, and then it would hang up on the caller's side. When they had traced the calls, they had found it had come from the Footlight Ranch, and the owner of that was Olivia Mabel. Police officers attended the scene and straight away they knew something was wrong. All the windows were whitewashed and locked, and some of them were even locked with nails down so you physically couldn't open the window. The door was in such a disarray, because the door had not been opened in so long, it expanded and was like forced shut, so the police physically had to break down the door. The house was in complete disarray. Everywhere was dusty and dirty, and it was as if someone hadn't lived there for a very long time. They checked all the rooms and it was the same in every room apart from Austin's room. His room was immaculate, exceptionally clean. All his toys had been put away. There was no dust and it looked like someone had been cleaning there regularly. But also in that room, they found the deceased body of Olivia Mabel. She was in the rocking chair and in her hand was a makeshift stick doll with her son's clothes wrapped around it. She had been decomposing there for some time. Opposite the rocking chair was a makeshift shrine for her son. And there was drawings and letters dedicated to him from her. Police were baffled as to who made the 911 call for a number of reasons. The first reason is that no one else was there except the deceased body of Olivia Mabel, and the second reason is she was decomposing, so she had been there for a while and the telephone had dust over it, so whoever phoned 911, it wasn't from that telephone in the house. Another thing that mystified police is that there was a letter on the table of the shrine that was dated the same day as when they found her, and it was from Olivia Mabel. And it read, "My Aidan, I'm so sorry. I never should have let it get like this. I'm leaving. I will not let you keep me, you vile, evil creature. Mummy's coming for you, Aidan. Mummy loves you." Yet what made this so weird is the fact of how long her body had been there. It was impossible for her to write it on the day that she had put it on there. Some of these symbols and drawings that had also been found by the shrine also indicated to officers that she had been using some form of an occult to try and help her communicate with her dead son. Symbols were written in Tibetan and Sanskrit, which spelled words out such as construct and build. It is theorized from these letters and symbols that she had written on the shrine that she was trying to create something called a tulpa. A tulpa is which one can create or manifest something living, or a manifestation of something purely by using the mind. You can create a physical entity by doing so. It begs the question, was Olivia trying to manifest her son and in fact brought something evil into the world? The officers on the scene that day also said that there was a heavy presence there and that they felt like Olivia wasn't alone in the house, even though they had no evidence to support this. It was later sold on to a next resident, and the resident who had bought the house is still the current owner of the ranch. He cannot sell the property for no one will buy it, and he can't live in it himself, for he feels like there is an entity in that house. In 2005, the current owner asked a paranormal investigator named Drew Navarro to come to the home to investigate. Navarro said he never felt welcome in the house at all, and that when he first entered the house, he felt like he couldn't breathe. And he left soon after, saying that he didn't know how to deal with this. There is also another theory that this is actually not a real story. The case came about when a movie was trying to launch, and the movie was based on these events. Some people believe that this is a made-up story to gain interest into the movie, and while this could be, there is an actual death certificate for someone named Aidan Mabel who died by accidental drowning. So it does beg to differ whether it is on some truth. This has to be one of the scariest cases that I've ever researched. While there isn't much known about it, there is no news articles from the time, it is still pretty horrifying to think that if this is true, what happened that night to cause Olivia to die? And that is the end of the case, guys. So it's just a little minute case for you guys to keep you going on your week. Please do let me know your theories about it. It is an odd case. And if you guys know anything about Tibetan kind of culture or this tulpa, please do let me know. I think it does put a bad name for Buddhist or Tibetan kind of practices. And so we should take it always with a pinch of salt what we read. And whatever I say, remember, you're free to disagree. So maybe if you like this video, you could give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, maybe you'll subscribe. But until next time, guys, you've been speaking with Mysteries with Pippa today.